Mike Blackman back with Shop Talk, Blackman Imports. So today we're going to install some wheel spacers that we got off of Amazon. And sometimes these wheel spacers can be a little bit of a touchy topic. I know some countries, I believe, like Australia, if I'm not mistaken, they actually ban these. You can't even use them. Of course, here in the United States, we can. I will tell you, I've installed a lot of them. I have them on my personal vehicle. I feel like if you install them correctly, they're safe. So we'll show you the before and the after on the 2018 Toyota Land Cruiser. This particular truck, I will tell you, we put the leveling kit on it, which you can actually buy from Toyota. And if any of you want the part number on that, let me know, and I'll be glad to put that in the comments of the video. But you can actually order it from Toyota. I believe that is a 10 millimeter spacer that fits on top of the front strut. And that 10 millimeter spacer gives you quite a bit of lift. I know it don't sound like a lot, but it really does give you a nice level look. And it's all factory, which is great. You still get to keep the factory strut spring. You literally just put the spacer on the strut and do the alignment. It's pretty easy, simple to put on. So this particular truck has BFG KO2s. The factory tire size, I believe, is a 285 60/18. And this is a 285 65/18. So it's just a little bit bigger. I will tell you, that has absolutely no rub. So if you're one that don't like a lot of tire rub, this is probably a nice upsize without having to grind mostly in the front. As you would know, you're going to get caught on the end of fender liner or the sway bar. But this particular size is nice. So we're going to go ahead and install these. We're going to show you how to install them properly, and then we'll tell you what it looks like, or show you what it looks like after we're done. And again, this is an 1.5 inches, and it's going to go on a 2018 Toyota Land Cruiser. All right, let's get this tire off. All right, so once we get the tire off, you have blank canvas, right? So as most of you know, but we're going to tell you anyway, the spacer fits right on top of the rotor. So all we want to do, you just always want to make sure this is clean of any debris. You don't want anything stuck behind there that will not give you a true ride on the tire. Most of the time that's not going to be the case. That's really more important when if you've got the rotor off. You definitely don't want trash behind the rotor. But basically this is just going to fit right here. And then these lug nuts that come with it will now attach the spacer to the hub on the car. And then we're going to torque this particular vehicle. The wheels are torqued at 97 foot-pounds. So we're going to take 97 foot-pounds, and we've got our torque wrench. We're going to put Loctite on every lug nut when we put it on here, and then torque each one of these to 97 foot-pounds. It's that simple. Then we'll put the wheel back on, and we'll kind of do a quick speed up of the process of torquing that, and then we'll give you an overall view of what the truck looks like, or video of what the truck looks like and how far the tires will set out. I believe they're going to be pretty flush with the fender when we get them on there, but we'll see. All right, so at this point, what we're going to do is take a Loctite. I always use red, and don't take much. I can promise you, that's what you don't want to do. Like you cut yourself. That's way too much. Come out kind of quick on me. It's not going to hurt anything, but you just don't need that much. So, all right, this should be sufficient amount. Always, always start lug nuts with your fingers. You do not put them in a socket on an impact to start them. All right, got that one bottomed out. It's a nice hot day, end of July in North Carolina. Pretty humid. All right, so we got Loctite on all the lug nuts. We've got them just bottomed out. And now it's time to torque them. Now, if you're doing this by yourself, what I would suggest is taking a couple lug nuts and just finger tighten them onto at least two studs across from each other. That way when you take your torque wrench, which is already set to, I did 100, but 97 foot-pounds for this car. And when you're torquing them, you can actually use a pry bar to help hold them from turning. Of course, if you've got a buddy with you, make sure the car is secure. If you're doing it on jack stands, you don't want somebody moving around and make the car roll off jack stands and always chalk the wheels. But you can hold the brakes. That'll help you in this situation if you've got a friend. So, but you can hear the click. Once it clicks, you're done. Always tighten in a crisscross pattern or a star pattern. I would highly suggest that. Always go, never go next, next, next. Always crisscross. Tell you what I think I'm going to do, because 100 foot-pounds is a little more than you would think. See if we can work smarter and not harder. There we go. You can see what I did there. All right, it's that easy. Once that is torqued down, you just put your wheel back on there, and you got 3 more to do, and we'll give you a look at what the finished product looks like when we get done. And I will tell you, they do suggest retorquing, I believe, after 50 miles or so. I've never personally seen, when you use Loctite, you torque them down properly. Even in the ones that we've tried to retorque just to make sure, I've never seen them come loose. But you know, if you torque them properly, use Loctite, I don't see any reason why they would come loose. You should be fine. So we're going to knock out the other 3. Stay tuned to see the finished product. All right, so we're down to putting the last wheel on. And something I just thought of, I thought maybe I would share something that I've learned working on Toyotas. We do a ton of Toyotas in our shop. Probably work on more Toyota and Lexus than we work on anything. And Toyota has these awkward lug nuts, to say the least. They've got the shoulder on them, kind of have this built-in washer. I'll kind of get the close-up. If those are the buttholes that I'm speaking of right there. So they're a little bit difficult to get in the rim. They've pretty much got to go completely centered. So just out of years of frustration, what I've started doing is put that bottom one on. Get you a 6 o'clock, you know, kind of a 6 o'clock position. Just get the bottom one on, and then once you get that up kind of finger tight and pull back on it, that actually centers the other holes. And it makes it a lot easier to put your other ones on. You don't fight it. It don't make your blood pressure high. So I don't know. You may can use it, maybe not, but I've just found it to help. So we'll get this wheel torqued down, get it on the ground, and show you the finished product. All right, so you can see it's back on the ground, completely finished. And we're going to do a walk around so you can see from all angles. And again, I'll do a quick recap. It's a 2018 Toyota Land Cruiser. It has the factory spacers for the front strut to make it level. It is a Toyota spacer. If you need that number, let me know. I'll put it in the comments for you. Easy to install. It's got 2, let me make sure I'm telling you right. It's a 285, 65, 18, I believe. 285, 65, 18. So it's just a little bit bigger tire. It's a BFG, and it does not have any rub whatsoever. So if you don't like rubbing, that is your tire size. Things went pretty simple, easy. You know, it was a smooth job. So I hope you like it, and we'll do a quick walk around so you can see it from the front. You can see that profile down the side of the vehicle there. It does not really stick out past the fenders that much, if any at all. It's a really good look. So if you've learned anything or you like the video, please remember to give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the video, and keep wrenching.